Exercise form and technique guides are essential for anyone looking to improve their workout routine. In this video, we will focus on proper form and technique for popular exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups, deadlifts, and yoga poses. By following these guidelines, you can prevent injuries and maximize your results. Remember, the key to a successful workout is doing it right. So, let's dive in and master these exercises together. Which one will you start with today? Let's break down our first exercise, the squat. Known as a powerhouse exercise, squats are a full-body fitness staple that target your thighs, hips, and buttocks, quadriceps and hamstrings, not to mention your core. But to reap these benefits, your form needs to be spot on. So how do we perfect our squat form? Start by positioning yourself with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward. Stand tall, keep your chest up, shoulders back, and engage your core throughout the movement. To initiate the squat, imagine you're about to sit back into a chair. Push your hips back and bend your knees. Lower your body until your thighs are parallel to the ground or even slightly below. But remember, your knees should stay in line with your toes and not collapse inward. Now, to return to the starting position, push through your heels, fully extending your hips and knees. Be cautious not to round your lower back or let your knees collapse inward. These mistakes can increase the risk of injury. So, there you have it, the perfect form for a powerhouse squat. Remember, practice makes perfect, and consistency is key. So, let's get squatting. After mastering the squat, let's move on to another fundamental exercise, lunges. Lunges are exceptional for building strength and endurance in your legs, specifically targeting your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. They also challenge your balance and coordination, making them a fantastic functional exercise. So how do we perform a lunge correctly? Let's break it down. Start by standing tall with your feet hip-width apart. Take a step forward with one foot, lowering your body until both knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Your front knee should be aligned over your ankle, and your back knee should hover just above the ground. Remember to keep your chest up and your core engaged. This will help you maintain balance and stability. To return to the starting position, push through the heel of your front foot, bringing your feet together. Repeat the movement on the opposite side, alternating legs with each repetition. Be mindful to keep your front knee in line with your toes and avoid excessive forward movement of the knee past the toes. This can prevent knee strain. So, there you have it, the perfect lunge. Just like with squats, remember that practice makes perfect and consistency is key, so let's get lunging. Now that we've worked on our lower body, let's shift our focus to an exercise that is a true powerhouse for the upper body, the push-up. Push-ups are a great overall body workout, focusing primarily on the chest, shoulders, and triceps, but also engaging the core and lower body. The key to a perfect push-up lies in maintaining proper form throughout the movement. So, let's get into it. To start, position yourself in a plank with your hands slightly wider than your shoulders and your wrists directly under them. Engage your core, ensuring your body forms a straight line from your head to your heels. Resist the urge to sag or arch your back. This is where the core engagement comes in. Once you're in position, begin to lower your body by bending your elbows, keeping them close to your sides. Your goal is to get your chest as close to the ground as you can without touching it. This is the challenge of the push-up, but remember, it's not about how low you can go, but about maintaining form and control throughout the movement. To rise back up, push through your palms, extending your arms, and returning to your starting position. Be mindful to keep the movement controlled and avoid locking your elbows at the top. One important note, keep your neck aligned with your spine, avoiding any inclination to look up or down. This helps prevent unnecessary strain. So there you have it, the perfect push-up. Just like with lunges and squats, practice and consistency are key, so let's get pushing. After focusing on our upper body, it's crucial to balance it out with strengthening our back and core. One of the best ways to do this is through deadlifts. Deadlifts are a compound exercise, meaning they work multiple muscle groups at once, including the lower back, hamstrings, glutes, and core. Here's how to do them. First, position your feet hip-width apart with a barbell or dumbbells in front of you on the ground. Hinge at your hips and bend your knees slightly to grip the bar with an overhand or mixed grip, hands shoulder-width apart. Remember, keep your back straight, chest up, and core engaged. Now, lift the weight by driving through your heels and straightening your legs, simultaneously pushing your hips forward. You should stand tall at the top of the movement, with the weight hanging in front of your thighs. To lower the weight back down, bend at the hips and knees, maintaining a flat back and keeping the weight close to your body throughout the movement. Be cautious not to round your lower back or jerk the weight up, as this can increase the risk of back injury. Deadlifts are a fantastic way to build strength and stability, but as with all exercises, form is paramount. So take your time, start with a manageable weight, and focus on executing the movement correctly. With consistency and practice, you'll soon see the benefits of this powerhouse exercise. After working on the physical strength of our bodies, it's now time to focus on our inner strength and flexibility. And what better way to do this than through yoga? Yoga is a holistic practice that combines physical postures, mindful breathing, and mental focus. Not only does it build strength and flexibility, but it also improves balance, promotes relaxation, and fosters a sense of inner peace. Let's start with the warrior pose. Stand tall, step your feet wide apart, and turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Extend your arms parallel to the floor, palms down. Bend your right knee until it's directly over your right ankle. Hold this pose for a few breaths, feeling the strength in your legs and the stretch in your hips and chest. Next, we'll move into the tree pose. Stand tall, shift your weight onto your right foot, and lift your left foot off the floor. Place the sole of your left foot against your right inner thigh or calf, but not on your knee. Bring your hands together in front of your chest, or extend them overhead for a deeper stretch. This pose not only strengthens your legs and core, but also improves your balance and focus. Finally, we'll finish with the child's pose. Kneel on your mat with your knees hip-width apart and your feet together behind you. Sit back on your heels, then bend forward and extend your arms in front of you, resting your forehead on the mat. This pose is a great way to stretch your back and hips, relax your body, and calm your mind. Remember, yoga is not about perfecting the poses, but about connecting with yourself, listening to your body, and honoring your limitations. Always follow cues from qualified instructors or reliable yoga resources, use props as needed, and avoid pushing yourself into deep stretches or poses beyond your current capabilities. With patience, consistency, and mindful practice, you'll gradually build strength, flexibility, and body awareness, enhancing both your physical fitness and mental well-being.